welcome to another episode of Caster's Couch, where this week I did my job, but also not really, because why are you laughing?
Nothing, don't worry
I'm laughing because you got a Golden Guardian shirt on and they beat your ass.
I know, and that's why I have to give respect, you know? Like, I kind of have to respect that Golden Guardians absolutely stumped FlyQuest, and now they're our North American representative for MSI.
Our heroes.
You're fucking going to London, bruv!
London, bro!
London! We're going to see Big Ben, yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
And have a cuppa.
Cup of tea, yeah?
Cuppa? You
English
don't say cuppa
breakfast.
tea, you say cuppa.
A cuppa?
Cuppa?
Cup of what? Cup of these nuts?
Look, man, the last time America
This is a lot.
helped Britain, we defeated the greatest evil the world has ever known.
True.
What was that?
World War II.
Yeah, we don't have to save.
Great Britain was in World War II?
They're holding on. They were holding
I thought it was
You cannot go to
Germany.
UK.
I thought it
Did
was.
you even go to school? Are you like,
You cannot.
bro? Did
So,
you even go to
Hear
school?
me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. So it was Germany, because of the.
Because of
There
what?
was.
Fuck of the what?
Because of the
There was,
eyebrows?
there was Japan.
Quick quiz. Who's Winston Churchill?
Oh, he's that president.
The fucking Prime Minister! You guys.
Bro, there's no way.
He's no, he's the president of Europe.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
president of Europe.
Yes.
The president of
Naturally.
Europe.
Duh.
Yeah.
And then America.
Okay.
Yeah, that
because-
was everybody that was involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was Pearl Harbor, and then there was the bomb.
You know, actually, when I was like in middle school or maybe elementary school, and I'd be playing Call of Duty online, anytime I heard a British accent, I would just be like, "You guys lost!"
Oh my god! What the
Yeah, I look
fuck?
back on that, I cringe quite a bit, but that was me in elementary
Dude,
school.
back when I
Texas
was
education for you.
back when I was a teenager, every single time that I would be, because like League came out when I was 19.
Yeah.
So still technically counts as being a teenager. I used to be
Sure.
giga toxic. Anytime any European person would talk shit to me, I would just be like, guess how many world wars you lost, fucking idiot. Like
Oh my
just
God.
talking some shit. Like I definitely the Captain Flowers account has a couple of chat bans from back in the day. I never got any like actual gameplay bans, but I definitely had some chat bans for some unfortunate commentary that I may have
You're
made.
just passionate.
That's a little different though, doing it at 19 and doing it at like 10 years old.
Yeah.
That's a little different.
No, dude. I was just look, dude.
half your life.
No,
You're kind of telling on yourself
19
right
years
now.
in a cornfield, you don't learn much.
No, that's fair. That's fair. No, that's really fair.
He's just passionate.
How would you know they're British playing League with him though?
Like he would just have some name like the Queen's Tea or some shit.
So I want to backtrack to something that you said. So if you're 19 in the middle of a cornfield, it's okay to be racist?
Everybody's racist in a cornfield. What are you talking about?
Bam!
It's not okay, but I'm saying
Bam!
everybody is.
Live on Caster's Couch.
Bam!
Yeah,
Flowers
live on Caster's
confirmed.
Couch. No,
Specifically,
yeah.
It's okay.
Also, European is not a race.
I'm glad you got
Blindingly white.
Can't be racist against white people.
It's impossible.
God.
We're already getting canceled. We're 3 minutes into the episode. This is great.
As long as you don't say any dirty words 60 seconds in, we're okay.
Fuck.
We made it. That's 3 minutes.
Okay.
There it is. Good job. Good
Thank
job,
God.
guys.
All right.
Thank
Here
God.
comes the intro.
By the way, here's our guest. This is Greyson, GoldenGlue, Gregory, Golden Guardians, Gilmer of the Gregory Golden Guardians. That's about 9 different G's. And you know what? He's absolutely deserving of all of them.
True.
Everybody that plays against him types GG in chat, not to say good game,
Yep.
but to respect his name.
They're just talking to me.
It
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
Wait, are you still on Golden Guardians?
No.
No.
Why did you say Golden Guardians?
Because
There's
you're
G's.
like they're in the news cycle right now, and that was also the most G version of his name.
There
because it
was
had
there
most
was
Gs.
also my middle name's there was I think 7 G's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Greyson, Gregory, Gilmore of the Golden Guardians.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
yeah.
really fucked it up.
Yeah. Grayson, Gregory, Gilmore of the Golden Guardians. Yeah.
That's
But-
a spot.
Yeah.
And Golden Glue. Of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course,
It's
of course,
Golden
my bad.
Glue,
Well, how did I
Grayson,
Grayson,
Gregory,
Gregory,
Gilmore of the
Gil-
Golden Guardians.
Perfect.
7. Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, where did Gilmore come from?
Gilmer's
That's his
my last name.
name, dude.
Yeah, I knew that. But
That's his name, bro.
is that what I said before we started?
Why are you named
That
May
is.
and not
I just
October?
forgot.
I don't know what you said, Ovilee.
I don't know when my parents did it.
Did what?
About 9 months before your birthday, bruh.
Yeah,
I
so
can't do
think you
math. I
nailed
was
that.
born in June.
You were born in June. Okay, so September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So it would have been one before October. So September. So your parents were fucking when I was born.
There it is. That's a fun fact right there.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something much worse.
Yeah, me too.
I think we all thought that he was going to say something much worse.
No,
Let's all
you
say it out
you're
loud.
not young
Ready?
enough to have been born when the towers went down, if that's what you mean.
Something else went
Like-
down.
Oh, you're right.
Like,
That's crazy. Wait, when were you born?
June.
September, June of when? What
4th.
year? What year?
4th.
What year?
4th.
What year were you born?
4th? What? Why are you screaming 4th?
Oh,
That's
she's
close
just
to
not-
11.
Liquid.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Oh,
Bruh.
also that.
When were you? What
Wait,
year were you
wait,
born?
were you
96.
actually born on
Okay.
June 4th?
Me too.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Wait, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. You were born exactly 9 months after me. That's really your
Wait,
parents.
Wait, but not the same year.
No, but like the dates, your parents
like an
fucked on my
inspiration.
birthday to make you. That's fucked.
That's like
Well,
an inspiration.
technically, I was a week late.
That's a you problem. This
You
shit
an
is.
You an old baby?
Yeah,
You were an old fetus?
I refused to come out. I'm like, it's warm in here.
You got a beard in there and everything.
Yeah. So tell us your birth story, Greyson.
Oh yeah. Well, no.
Good decision.
You're gonna fit in well here.
Welcome.
Do you know is anyone here a fan of the astrology? With the charts. The
No,
charts.
dude, that shit sucks. I'm not the Scorpion. No.
You're not a Scorpio?
Not only am I not the Scorpion, I'm the Virgin character.
Oh,
That's
you're
my
Virgin.
entire fucking thing.
You're literally a Virgo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's giga lame, dude.
kind of-
All that
that's-
shit is fake. As
honestly,
soon
I
as I
believe it.
wasn't the Scorpion, I was like, I don't care about this.
Honestly, I believe it.
That makes sense coming from a Virgo.
You're
Yeah.
Do you two pay attention to it?
Oh, I'm a Libra. I know that, but I don't pay attention to it.
I'm aware of it. I'm a Sagittarius, but I feel.
Did you say you were a sack of shit?
That's not very Sagittarius. That's very Virgo of you.
That is very Virgo of you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So why
it
are
could
you
even be
aware
a
of it?
Taurus rising. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What
I
does
actually do
that mean?
think Taurus is. I actually know. I feel like if you date girls in Los Angeles, you have to know. You have to. You have
No.
to know.
Is
a
this
little
why I
bit of
can't get
astrology.
dick?
No, dude.
Could be.
I
don't know
remember
about the men, but
one of my favorite screenshots from Tinder that I saw on the internet was a girl asking a guy. She was like, "Hey, you're cute. What's your sign?" He was like, "I got Mercury in my Gatorade. You want to come over?"
Oh my god. That's an instant no.
wow.
But yes.
That was pretty chat.
So you've apparently used this on the dating scene.
Well, I just feel like you need to be aware of it, right? I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
you need to be aware of like it goes deeper, and at some point I did know like the other things of like you have like all these moons. It's like I
Wait,
don't know.
what?
Yeah.
Moons?
So
Yeah, it's like where the moons are
Like,
even.
wait,
Like
what?
what's your
Why?
fucking
Yeah.
Pluto?
Is that a real
you know?
thing?
That's
Yeah.
no, dude. It's
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if
it's
Pluto's
intense.
behind the moon, you can't
yeah,
hook up with the girl?
Like
Yeah.
each one of your
Compass.
moons, like I think, has a sign or
So
something.
there's like new astrology where because the stars have shifted because of the Earth's pattern, so I'm a Gemini. That's as far as I really know too. Supposedly
crazy.
everything. I
Yeah.
know, it's me. Supposedly everything is moved like a couple months away. So it's like, oh well, I'm not a Gemini anymore under the new astrology thing.
Wait, can I be a Scorpion then?
You might. I don't know. We'd have to like Google it and check.
Where is the Scorpion? Does anybody know
Scorpion?
where the
I'll
Scorpion
Google it
is?
for
Yeah,
you
figure
right
out
now.
where the Scorpion is.
But I will say that when I really started to learn about this stuff
Yeah.
was in my French class in high school
Okay.
because
of
I had a
course
French
the fucking
teacher.
French did it.
Well, hold up. Do not. I will accept absolutely zero slander towards Madame Safier. Okay, because she was the fucking best. Mr. Battle can suck a dick. That's all I'm gonna
Who's
say.
Mr. Battle?
He
What-
fucking
what are you
sucked.
talking- this
He
sounds
was
like-
a French teacher. He sucked. I'm
Okay.
venting. But
Okay.
Madame Safier gave me. You'll actually love the story. Me and Daniel Morissette took French
Greyson
together in high
French?
school.
Oh my God, really?
So me and Morissette, go back and watch Caster's Couch episode 3 or 4 for context.
Yes.
Me and Morissette would be cute with each other in her French class, and she gave me a 10% grade bump.
Because you guys are cute
Bump?
with each other.
Bump.
What?
Because she liked seeing that. She's like, oh, so I asked him to Sadie Hawkins in French class, and she gave me a 10% grade bump.
That's insane.
And she
Wow.
wrote my letter of recommendation for colleges too. I love Madame Safia.
But
But
nepotistic shit.
shut your fucking
because you
face.
guys were
I will take what
cutesy
I can
within
get.
the class, you're getting a bump.
Young love.
Yes.
Oh, omelette du fromage.
Yes.
C'est love of the high schooler.
French class.
I will take it. I will take it. But she would also say like, oh, Mercury is in retrograde right now. So I understand that some of you guys might not be feeling so well. So
What the fuck?
the test, the exam, I'll give you guys all a 5% grade bump.
What?
So wait, your teacher had brain damage, and so you guys
Shut your fucking face. Shut your fucking face. Put some respect on her name.
Hell no. She's
Put some
actually
fucking
giving you
respect
plus
on her name.
5% because the moon's like dipping
That's
its
pretty
balls in the
awesome.
sun's mouth or some
I will
shit.
take it,
Like,
man.
what
I
is
passed
going
high
on, dude?
school, didn't I?
Apparently,
you?
But you
And
don't
now
know
we
who
know
Winston
why.
Churchill is. You didn't know that Britain was in World War II. I've asked you basic math questions before, and you literally just reply 100. So I don't really know if you did.
Has everyone here graduated high school?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you know how a lot of like, I feel like a lot of people who graduate college, they get like their diplomas. Like, what if we get
Yes.
our high school diplomas put on the wall?
Oh my
Dude.
god.
That's my highest level of education. That's all I got. You know what I mean? I'm 10 years League of Legends educated.
I
12
hate
years.
it.
I don't know where any of my diplomas are.
Mine's right there.
Probably
They're
in
in
that
a
bag.
box. So
probably in a haystack.
they're in a box somewhere. I don't fucking know. where
Probably
that
in a
shit is.
haystack.
The only thing I remember from my high school graduation, I was, because obviously, you know, you're all lined up alphabetically.
Yes.
And I'm standing next to a guy. His name was Sam. He was a cool guy, but I didn't know him very close. We were acquaintances, not really friends, right?
Yeah.
Like we had a couple of classes together. We would bullshit, but we didn't hang out in the same circles. And so when we're just standing there waiting on this long, boring, stupid fucking ceremony for this graduation, he literally just looks at me and he reaches into his robe and he pulls out a flask. He just takes a big swig. He's like, "Hey man, 151. You want some?"
Wow.
What's 151?
It's 151 proof, so 75.5% alcohol. Like,
Holy shit, you guys drink your rubbing alcohol.
I thought it was like, you know that song like 151
no,
rum.
yeah, that's what the song's
That's
about.
what-
Yeah, that's what the
okay,
song's
okay.
about. It's 75 proof. No, 150 proof. It's 75% alcohol.
Wow.
I have Scorpio information now.
Okay, so what are they?
So Scorpio is born from October 23rd to November 21st.
Wait, so it's actually close enough to mine where if they shifted.
So let me see, like new astrology.
But there's also
Bro, I'm about
there's,
to
like,
become a
There's
moon
like
girl.
other things, right? So
Yeah.
your other things could be Scorpio too. There's like a fucking rising and a.
what
There's
does
a
that
little-
mean?
So
Like,
there's a little
Bro,
chart.
I don't know.
There's a little chart. I learned about this because there was a TikTok person that became famous because she was saying that the world was going to end because the specific 21 rising, she's like pointing to a specific chart where it's like, well, if we're born on this date and this date's happening. So like it's pretty fucking in depth. I just
Okay.
didn't have the patience for that part. The rest,
Yeah.
it's like entry gateway thing, knowing if you're a Libra or not.
all right, what do you
Oh,
got?
dude?
No, did it move the other way?
So they added two new signs.
Wait.
Ophiuchus and Cetus. And so
Those aren't
Cetus.
animals.
That's a
These
Warframe
are new
location.
zodiac signs?
yeah, it says
haven't heard of
Ophiuchus?
Here, let me.
Ovilee's just like pretending to not know how to pronounce these things. Like she.
Let me see it, man.
Well, she didn't pass high school, so.
Hey, fuck you. I cheated my way through. I mean,
She passed it off of nepotism and her teacher like sniffing paint.
hey, I'll have you know that I failed A push and had to repeat history.
What's a
A
push?
push. What's a push?
AP
Ophiuchus?
US history.
A push.
U.S. history?
Yeah. So I
Well,
had.
she did that. That tracks,
good.
right? She
That
just
actually-
said
Okay,
like,
so
who
here's
was
the
it?
thing, here's the thing,
That
here's the
really
thing, bro.
makes sense.
got a
Ophiuchus
D.
is like this one's legit because it has an actual time span, November 30th to December 17th. Cetus is literally 2 days. Cetus is March
That's
28th
rare.
and March 29th. That's it.
Wait, I'm Virgo now? I was just making fun of Virgos.
You're
I'm
Virgo.
Virgo.
You're Virgo.
Oh, this fucking
I'm a
sucks.
Leo now.
Oh, you're a fucking lion. Guess what?
Guess what? It's better than being a virgin.
Well, now you're a
Raz.
pussy. Now you're
Well, you wouldn't know what that is, would you?
Oh,
But
Jesus.
I don't think all of the world has adopted these new signs because now I'm a Taurus.
So what happens?
So you're
Like,
a
do
horse.
these guys fight each other on the internet, or what happens?
Well, Tauruses
Wait,
are a bull. They're a
Yeah.
bull.
So why'd you call me a horse?
I'm just saying, just putting that out there.
No. Hey, the one thing I do know, my Chinese zodiac, I'm a
Yeah.
horse. Yeah.
Oh, I do
You're
know.
a
What
horse?
are you guys?
Yeah.
I'm
You're-
a rat.
You're the
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
96.
96.
You're the
Yeah,
horse.
96
You're the horse,
babies.
bro.
And then
Okay.
rats won the race. Is all I'm saying.
They
And
did.
you're a rat too?
Yeah.
Guess which one I am.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
Oh, I remember you told it to me because it was
year were you
racist
born?
and funny.
I'm not gonna tell you that information.
Okay.
I feel like we're the same
Bro.
age. So I'm also gonna guess right.
No, bro.
Oh no.
It's racist.
Why do you have to say that?
I'm giving him a hint.
Why don't you say it?
Monkey.
There it is. You said it.
Are you're the
You
monkey?
said that's kind of fucked up. I'm not. Yeah, you're the monkey.
He's the year of the monkey.
That was my intro with Gina. Was I got her to fucking say it. So that was.
That's
why-
funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't afraid to do it because we already did it once in this channel. We haven't got canceled yet.
Exactly. It's kind of unfortunate.
So wait, college degree.
Wait,
I have
I'm
two
the
college
only
dropouts.
high
I
school.
have two too.
Wait, okay, so that joke was just about me then. I'm the only one who's.
Wait, you have a college degree?
I have two.
No way.
What?
You guys are college educated fellows? I
Ian,
don't know
you're
if I can
tall.
talk to you.
Grab the red envelope at the top of the bookshelf.
All right, let's see this.
Ian, do you have a college degree?
Yes.
I would assume so.
Oh,
Like,
Ian-
why am I even asking?
Ian is
the most
smart.
mature bastard in the group.
Once he'll tell you, he'll bring this over and then he'll tell you his college.
I don't want to dox myself.
bag? That's something.
All right, let's see this.
All right,
You got a
take my
fast food
camera,
bag.
Ian. Take my camera,
Sorry
Ian.
for being uneducated.
Let
guys.
me make sure that there's no.
I'm a dropout. I'm a college dropout.
Is there actually a
Oh,
diploma
okay,
in
that's so.
Okay.
Well, you don't have the.
No, I was
okay,
just
okay.
making sure
But
there
I've
was
been
no
I
like
was
information.
in college for a solid 4 years and then dropped out of my like final.
Boom. So
year.
here's my first degree.
That's proof.
Okay, what does that even
So
say?
it's Ovilee May,
What you got?
Bachelor of
Wait,
Fine
what's your
Arts.
middle name?
She's an art student.
Don't worry
That
about
does
it.
not
What's
count.
your middle name?
That does
Don't worry
not
about it.
count.
What's your middle name, dude?
You don't need to know my middle
What's
name.
your middle name?
Doctor.
I've known you for like 6 years. What is your middle
I'll
name?
tell you. I'll tell you after.
Off camera.
Okay.
I'll tell you off camera. And then
film's coming
my
off.
second degree is hidden right underneath.
It better not be an arts degree.
It's in communications.
Oh my
Ah.
god!
Hey, I'm sorry. Where's your fucking degree?
I'm sorry. You're like those basketball players that go in there and they're on their Swahili degrees or something. It's like free. You're just trying to pass a course so you can go through NCAA.
So you know what? Say what you want. Say what you want, bitch. But both of the degrees that I have are very applicable.
I'm
what
about to
I
say,
do
yeah,
today.
communication and arts
was
is
gonna say, yours
basically
are
all you do.
Communications and broadcast television. Those are my
Yours
two
are
degrees.
way more applicable than mine are.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
doing
use-
that
I
right
don't-
now. And did I
What are
pass
yours?
my
What are
shit?
yours?
Mine are.
How much you getting paid though?
Political science with a focus on international relations and pre-law criminal justice. I graduated both of them summa cum laude. 3.1.
What?
Everyone
What?
thinks that I'm dumb as shit, but I actually like was pretty good at school.
That's so.
That's fucking insane, by the way. I've
then-
heard this 5 times and I still get surprised every time.
And then go ahead. What are your education credentials?
All right, so at high school, everyone was struggling to get 100 credits because then you need 100 credits to actually pass. 136.
Damn.
Let's
Wow.
just say every summer I was in school.
That sucks.
I got all the lowest fucking marks going into high school because I moved, and my last half semester basically in junior high was like pretty shit. So they're like, oh yeah, you're getting all the dog shit classes. So I had to every summer school I had to take that shit. So I was like, yeah, credits are not my issue. And then I go to university, and I'm taking political science. I was in your same degree. Actually, I was taking court cases.
Oh, were you doing con law or were you doing?
I was doing a little bit of that.
Okay.
But there was unfortunately, I went into political science, knew there was no fucking money within the degree, and was aiming for computer science courses. So I took a lot of computer science courses, and by the time I was going to swap, basically I had 1 year in political science. I would have actually graduated from that. But I was like, why the fuck could I graduate in something I'm not going to get any money in? I'm going into computer science, so that's going to be like another 4 years. Thank God I had an esports offer. So by that time when I was going to make the decision, I'm like, guys, I'm going to LA.
Goodbye.
My mom,
Farewell.
my mom thought I told her, oh yeah, I'm in what is it when you're coming into like a tech, you're getting paid a little bit. Internship. I was like, oh, I have a tech internship in LA. I didn't tell her what the fuck I was doing.
Oh,
I
you
didn't-
bamboozled.
I told my dad.
You bamboozled.
I told my dad, I'm gonna go like do this esports thing, and he's like, okay, Brento, I accept it. It's all good, but don't tell your mother that I know. So my mom
What a
never
homie.
fucking knew.
What a
He was a
homie.
goat, and he basically he sort of threatened. He said like, and if you tell her, I'll just say I disagree with everything you're trying to do, and it's like you should have just kept it a secret. But I told
That's fair. From your dad, that's fair. If he knows
Exactly.
that mom's going to react like that,
Yes.
I absolutely think his reaction is fair. He's
Exactly.
like, look,
Your dad's
I
a homie.
support you,
Yes.
but don't you fucking dare let it be known.
Don't put my name in that. It's on you. And I agreed with them, and everything was great. So ever since then,
That's
it's been,
so cool.
It's been great.
Holy crap.
So I've been balling ever since. I instantly get relegated to that. But then I go back home, and then that's when
What
I
was
get
the
an
first
offer.
job you took
First job was
in esports?
the first paid job or just the first gig? Because first paid
Both, I
job,
guess.
In LA.
the first gig I got was Team 8. I was the volunteer
Yo,
analyst.
teammate homies. Let's
I was
go.
a volunteer analyst to Team 8. And then first paid
That's why we
gig.
sucked.
We didn't win no games. We had these fucking bum-ass analysts.
The funniest thing would always be like, I would have a coaches meeting with our coach, Matt G, and I would just like, we would have a conversation of what the draft would be, like what their level 1s would be and everything. He was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Goes to the team, come back. He's like, yeah, we're not doing any of that draft.
So you're actually there before me, I think, because when I was there,
Yeah.
that guy was moved. He was now the analyst.
Yes.
And then
He
got
had history
demoted.
teacher or something. I think
yeah,
history
we had
teacher
history
came in.
teacher, and then
Bro,
Corpus Pop's twin brother, Cheese Beluga. Was,
history teacher is such a cool dude.
Yeah, he
For those
is.
of you guys who don't know, history teacher, he used to be like a high elo player on the North American
He was a
ladder.
Fiora main.
Yeah,
Like the
Fiora-
old Fiora.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I initially knew him because
Yeah.
back in the day I was a 2-trick. I played old Fiora as much as I played Skarner,
Yeah,
believe it
yeah,
or not,
yeah.
and I was very good at her. I played her as a mid lane assassin.
Holy shit.
And so, like, I got to Diamond 2 in Season 4, back when that was actually like the equivalent of modern day higher than Diamond 2. So I was pretty proud of that, especially as just like a random guy in a cornfield.
Yeah.
And I met history teacher the first year that I moved out here. And I just remember when I first met him, we got along so well because we were both able to party hard. Like, he was the guy who could like do shot for shot with me and like drink and shit.
And survive.
And he still has a video to this day on his phone of me doing full like rap Godspeed play-by-play casting of the Flip Cup finals of a jank tournament at a house party.
That's
Like-
amazing.
That's sick.
That's insane.
Yeah, he's great.
The homie, for sure.
Yeah.
That's fucking great. But yeah, that was the first team that I had kind of like volunteered for. And then I worked with Chiefs Esports when they had Spooks and everything. So like actually that was
Oh,
my
yeah.
Spooks,
The boys.
Brandon, fucking Simon, who's now in Europe with SK. And we had E-Gym in our bot lane, our 80 carry, Radier. That was a fucking great team. But the first paid gig was Dignitas Europe. Europe, DiggyU. That was the team with Wonder, Senkux, Obvious, Kobe, and Nisbeth. And we got in to the EU LCS on that one, so that was fun. That was my first paid gig. Honestly,
Were you an analyst or were you a coach?
I
assistant
was
coach? What were you?
head analyst / assistant coach.
Okay.
Guess who's our head coach on that one?
Coops. I don't know.
Close, adjacent, Broken Shark.
Wait, bro.
Okay, now
whatever
you're gonna
happened to Broken Shark?
Oh, we don't
about
not want to
Broken
talk about
Shark.
that.
Wait,
don't wanna-
was it actually Monka W?
Yeah, that guy may be a pedophile.
Oh,
That guy
motherfucker.
he may be a cookie lol, I think.
God damn
That might
it.
be a
There are
thing.
so many.
He had a lot of problems to begin with, like as a human being. And obviously, when the pedophile shit came out, I was like, okay, so he's actually just dog shit. That's unfortunate.
Man, I just remember. So I skipped my prom
Yeah.
to go play in a tournament in Austin.
So sorry. Side note: you skipped your prom. Does that mean that we should have esports prom?
No.
Come on, you missed your
I
prom.
feel
you missed-
like, well, I missed one. I went to my first prom. I missed the
Okay,
second prom.
okay,
So I got
continue.
honestly,
Senior one's the only one
esports
that
prom
everyone
sounds
cares about.
kind of miserable. Anyway,
Yes.
Yeah.
so
Good man.
I skipped my prom because the week before, I got a message. I think it was from who was it on Complexity? I don't remember who it was, but they were like, hey,
like
our millionaire
Crawley or
probably
something.
can't make it to this tournament.
Oh, okay.
Lone Star Clash. So Lone Star Clash.
yeah.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that shit.
Like that old ass
In
tournament.
Austin or something?
Yeah. And they're like, we need a mid lane sub. And I was already in Texas. I lived like in Dallas. So I told the girl. I didn't really even know the girl I was going with to prom. So it's not that bad, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It was like we only were going together because we're both the only single people in the group.
It's not like your longtime girlfriend. or
Yeah,
something.
I barely even knew this person. So I was like, sorry, yo, I can give you your ticket and your little flower, whatever the fuck, but I'm not going to prom. I got on one of those fucking big ass buses.
Yeah.
Took
Yeah.
that shit down to Austin.
Mega bus.
And so I was playing with Broken Shard there. He
Okay.
was the jungler at the time,
Yeah.
and we had Cali Trolls as our top laner. I remember him.
Dude, this
Wait,
is the throwback.
No. We got fucked by Cali Trolls. He was the one who won the tournament. Sorry, I misspoke.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I joined teammate after that.
Yeah.
Anyway, like basically, just what I was gonna say is that like we were playing on this kind of like janky stage. You know, it was a college setup. It was kind of like a community ran event almost.
Yeah.
And like we were playing on like kind of shitty like foldy chairs, right? Like
Yeah.
we're on, and it was just like really basic chairs. And Broken Chair was like, I won't play on this. Like I will not play on this.
What?
Like delayed the event because we're like trying to find him a fucking DX racer.
Are you kidding me?
No,
he
I'm
needs
not.
a gamer chair?
And I'm like so young, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know what, you know. I'm just like, I hope he. Like I'm not saying anything because I don't know. I just don't know what to do in the situation. But I'm just like, can you just like play in the other chair? Can we just play? Yeah.
He's like, no.
Yeah.
I need a fucking fluffy ass DX racer.
Yeah. Then.
At least an AK racer.
Secret Labs didn't exist back then. Nah, people sucked back in the day of esports when it was just like just starting out and people thought that they were like the second coming of Christ, where they're like, oh, you haven't heard? I'm literally Diamond 1. Therefore, get on your knees and fucking suck my dick. Because I worked in events. So I was putting on LANs. I was putting together like all of these different tournaments that were just local at Esports Arena. Or we did like this Let's Play event. Like it was fun. But when the pros would show up, some of them would act like complete and total assholes.
Wait, real?
I'm not going to name them right now. I'll name the people who were nice.
Patreon content for $100 subscribers. Name and shame list where
got the team.
Ovilee lists off every dog shit human being.
I like that content.
No,
piece.
there were some people. So I'll use this person as an example. There was a time where I thought Hai was an asshole.
Dude,
Because-
High is super chill.
I know, but let me lay this out. So I thought Hai was an asshole because I was doing one of these small tournament events and he shows up. And I forgot like what exactly the interaction was, but I'm like, hi, I'll take you to your spot. And he's like, nah, I don't need that. And then he just walks away and I'm like, did I fuck up? Did I just insult the fucking goat? Oh my God. Where's
I
this
think he hates
closest
you.
fucking bridge? I gotta jump off of it.
Yeah.
Found out later he just needed to use the bathroom. or some
Jesus
shit
Christ.
That sounds like a
You know,
high interaction.
fucking-
That makes sense.
Exactly, right? Like, no, like, Hi's a cool person, but there were some people who were just not super.
Who was the best
Chill.
person you met?
Best person that I've
Or just like
met?
someone that you like
Like
had
back
been-
in the day, like in
Yeah.
the context of when you were first starting out and you were doing these.
Oh, speaking
sort
of hope.
like
Yeah.
like
Someone's
low-key
like-
Oh,
things.
I'm gonna go outside of League of Legends.
Okay,
I'm gonna go
yeah.
outside of League of
Wow,
Legends.
League just sucks that bad or
Well,
what?
no, because I feel like
The answer is yes.
it's no, but the thing is, like, I've already gotten close. I have like close relationships with everyone in like League of
Okay.
Legends now, so I don't want to say like GoldenGlue was the best person ever, because then it just sounds like I'm kissing his ass because he's right here.
You could say it though.
I could
Yeah,
say it.
honestly,
You could
like
still say it.
what's stopping you from just pulling the trigger real quick?
I
Just-
know, right? No, but one that I'll always kind of remember was, I think this was MLG Anaheim in like 2013, 2014, day 9.
Dude, this absolutely.
Oh my God, I have a good day 9 story.
This
Oh my God.
absolutely blows my mind because you're 5 or 6 years younger than me, and you were doing all this esports stuff back in the day. Like
she's
2013
a
was literally the
baby.
peak of my mulch shoveling existence. Like I'm out there just like hucking dirt from here to there, from there to over there, just having the
Yep.
just shoveling some dirt, and you were doing all this shit back then. Like it absolutely blows my mind.
Yeah, you know what that's called?
Child workers.
White male privilege.
Oh, I didn't know that was okay.
I'm just kidding. It's not. He was literally shoveling dirt.
I was
He was literally
I was
shoveling
saying,
dirt.
that's
It's the opposite.
I was calling you a child worker. Anyways.
But no, it was day 9 because I walked up to him and I was just like total fangirl moment. I was like, hi, I'm not good at StarCraft, but I really like watching all of your videos because I feel like I learn a lot. Thank you for what you do in the community. And he's all like, yeah, you want a picture? And I'm like, yes, please. And so I have a blurry picture with day 9. And now he follows me on Twitter.
Let's
Let's go.
And like
go,
some of
bro.
my tweets.
That's
Let's
awesome.
go.
What's your day 9 story?
It's
Yeah, I
pretty
wanna
similar,
hear.
but it was like I want to say it was TwitchCon 2014, like one of the it was in San Diego, and I think I
Yeah.
just saw him by himself walking, and I was just like, oh my God, Dana! You know, like I love watching his StarCraft video. He's such a fucking cool guy. He's great. He's great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
he
there
was
we go. I
he was
got
like
no
seriously
day
the
9
best.
stories.
Sucks
Me
me.
either.
So usually I have like a little list written down of like what I want to talk about on the podcast. I collect kind of stories from them, and this is
hold on. I need to use the restroom while this is a natural tangent point.
Sure.
okay.
We're gonna keep going though.
I need to.
Okay.
We're not gonna edit you out. This is
You're just gonna be gone. Okay.
This is just staying in real time.
Because okay. This is my list.
Oh.
This is my list.
Okay,
There's
perfect.
nothing on it because
Yeah.
I have gone full degenerate mode this week.
Okay.
Oh.
Full fucking degenerate mode.
I like that.
I like that.
And all I've been doing is been playing Sunhaven.
What
That
the fuck
actually,
is that?
she's been messaging me about
What is
Sunhaven.
Sunhaven?
You don't know Sunhaven?
It's the closest thing that I'd relate it to is like it's another Stardew Valley type.
Oh, okay.
Right? Where it's, I think we're at this stage where before everyone would relate a farming sim type game to a Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
But I think that Harvest Moon,
It's died.
so the title Harvest Moon has died because of Natsume and naming rights. So now the true Harvest Moon games, for all you Harvest Moon fans, now goes under the name Story of Seasons. So if you want a Harvest Moon type game, look under Story of Seasons.
Also,
but
just in general, the gameplay's been dead.
the gameplay does not feel as good.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat Stardew Valley. That game is just like all
Yeah.
made by one
Yes.
guy. Everything just
Concerned
meshes so
date.
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, so Stardew Valley is now, I think, like the easier go-to
Yeah.
for a lot of people for points of comparison.
Yeah.
So Sunhaven is similar to a Stardew Valley. But
Okay.
I'm curious, because you were the one who had mentioned it. I saw Hafu playing it. I saw
Yeah.
Janet playing it. I saw a bunch of like the girlies playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I hit you up, and I'm like, Raz,
True.
play Sunhaven with me. I'm down to get into it.
This is true.
And what do you say?
I don't even remember what I said.
You said, fuck you.
I think I literally said those two words. Too.
Yeah. You wrote like this bullet pointed list because I'm like, Raz, do you want to like play Sunhaven and stream with me, or we could play League together? And then you said, first off, Ovilee, I don't duo off of principle because you suck.
No. It was okay. It was the classic. If I duo with somebody, I'm either. If you ever have a bad game when you're doing, it's either gonna be your fault and that feels bad, or their fault and that's also feels bad because you don't want to blame someone that's like a friend of yours, right? So I just in generally just solo queue. But with the Sunhaven stuff, that the multiplayer kind of ass.
I will only solo queue Sunhaven because if my farm sucks, you suck.
I had a farm with Sunhaven, and the problem with it initially was if you have a lot of people in your farm, it gets a little awkward on where you end up placing your house and your shit. I had one person that placed their house right next to my farm and fucked up my entire barn. I was like, well, that's a little unfortunate. But the problem was, so you have actually shared barn animals.
Okay.
Because there's a limitation. So like the first limitation I think is 6. So let's just say you and your friend who's on the same farm, they have like 2 animals. Well, that's gonna fucking destroy you up. Like you need now a barn.
So like they join and it counts towards your cap.
Yeah. So the cap is shared, and then on top of that, it is, as you would expect, it's a server that started with the initial host. So that let's just say Ovilee starts a server and I'm now joining her server. The only time in which I can play is obviously when she's playing.
Right, yeah.
And the problem is if she's a degen with the game, she is going to fucking August she's going to like fall
I'm
and
in
winter when I'm in spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so my crops are fucking on fire. Like the Lord himself has taken a shit on my entire
Yeah.
currency.
I take care of your stuff for you.
But there's going to be a point where you don't want to do that because that's going to fucking harm your time in your village. So that's the problem here is that like you're just going to have stragglers in your farm. They're just in summers I think
So-
the worst.
I agree with
So-
you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Hold on. Let me actually ask because, I was AFK for a second.
Okay.
This game has been on my watch list for like a year.
Oh, it's
because-
been out for a while. This isn't like
It was on
No.
kind of like early
So
alpha.
no, yeah, it was on early access, but I don't buy early access games out of principle.
Yeah.
like
That's good.
I've been fucked over by
Yeah,
early
fuck
access
that.
games way too long, so I
Yeah.
wait for 1.0 on pretty much every game now. But this game's been on my watch list for a while because, look, I'm not afraid to admit it. For the longest time, I thought Stardew Valley was like some lame game for people who didn't want to do combat. And then Ovilee eventually convinced me. She was like,
But
"Give
there
Stardew
is
Valley."
combat.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
no.
He's a bitch.
No,
There it is.
I was just about to give you credit. After everything that you and I go through, I was just about to give you credit. And now,
Fix your microphone.
Oh yeah, the puff is.
I'm torn on whether or not I should. Because Stardew Valley was actually one of the most fun game experiences I had in a long time because it was so different from other stuff that I had played. And obviously, the combat part was my favorite thing. I love the like the infinite dungeon. I love the normal mine and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But even just doing the random crap of making the villagers like me or like figuring out which crops are the most profitable, I had a lot of fun with it. I also made my guy an orc who was just like bright green and had Goku hair. So
There
that
it is.
kind of
That,
allowed me.
I can see that. Send this ogre to the caves.
Yeah.
If you
The
play-
ogre in the caves.
Yeah.
Like, just having a great time. Most popular guy in the town.
Yeah.
But no, it was super fun. So as soon as I saw this game was coming out and it advertised itself as like, oh, Final Fantasy meets Stardew Valley. I'm like, well, Final Fantasy is my favorite console series of all time. And Stardew Valley was fucking awesome. I put 130 hours into it in like 2 weeks. So I'm like, I'm very interested in this.
I think you should buy it. I
Yeah?
think you should play it.
But you said in the
Solo.
group chat.
Play it solo.
Play it solo. You can
Okay.
play it multiplayer, but I would say don't stake your entire fucking career on multiplayer. Because if you start multiplayer, I remember I found a bug. So if I created a character in multiplayer mode and then I decided to port that character into a single player game, you don't have a house. You're homeless.
Wait, what? That's madness.
There may
What?
be a few bugs with the game.
There's
so
still a couple bugs.
There are a few bugs.
Like-
so,
That, bro, that's not a bug. That's like a big fucking problem. I
Yeah.
don't have a house.
It's the game's out now. They released the first patch, I want to say in March.
yeah.
But there's still like I've encountered a couple bugs with
Yeah.
like the Slime King. There's a bug, couple different it's and things.
I had
But
another bug. I don't remember anymore.
what
but
what
it's
I
good.
will say is just start it up solo player.
Yeah.
Start it up solo player. You will probably become degen like me, but just be prepared for that because it's
Yeah.
the same thing. Like I
mean,
looked at my thing 42 hours.
It is a
fine.
really
I
fun
mean,
game.
There's a while now before League of Legends content starts back up. So
Yeah.
I've got a couple of weeks before I have to worry about anything.
You
it
should
is.
stream it
So
unless
actu-
you want only chill.
So the problem is because it's new, right? So that actually works with single player games. Tomorrow is the release of the Sylas game.
That game looks sick.
Oh
that
yeah.
game
No,
looks sick.
I already told my Discord. I was like, I'm going to stream that game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I really like a lot of single player RPGs and shit like that. But
Yeah.
the problem is, if you're a streamer, you can kind of only play those games on release. Otherwise, they just torpedo your view numbers.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to watch a dude play Morrowind from fucking 25 years ago.
people would.
Like, yeah, 20 people. Nobody fucking cares about that shit. Like, if you are actually trying to maintain viewer numbers, you get fucked if you try to play old single player games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, this Sylas game actually looks fucking sick.
Yeah.
So tomorrow the Sylas game comes out.
tomorrow?
And
I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
bro, I'm fucking playing that shit. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I saw a thing where apparently you get to like build a base and have a bunch of random guys help you, and like one of them's like a yordle that uses fireballs or some shit, and you get to whoop on
Yeah.
Jarvan's ass, just beating him up.
The movement looks so good. Like when I ever watch the trailers, like that looks very like lots of skill expression.
The skill expression looks super clean.
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
way that you can steal the skills and then shoot them back at the
Yeah,
guy and
yeah.
dodge. I'm like, I really like that shit in games. When
Yeah.
I can feel like, oh, I absolutely shit on you, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I think the
Like, even if it's a
fluidity of
computer.
movement too. The fluidity of movement in that game looks so good because you're Sylas eating and then you're chaining to people, you're stealing ability. Like it just looks so sick.
Fucking
Yeah,
sounds great.
dude. He gets one of the videos that I saw. He steals like Lux laser from one of these Demacian enemies or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he dashes forward, he chains back to the other guy, and then he shoots a laser and blasts like 5 dudes off the screen.
Yeah, it looks fun. I love roguelikes and it kind of looks similar to a roguelike, like the way that the
So-
dungeons work.
I don't think it's roguelike, but I think it is. I think it's general RPG progression with procedurally generated like secondary missions.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's. I think it's you can go do the fight Jarvan mission, or you have 3 side missions, which is like do this, like rescue these guys, or kill these dudes, or
Yeah,
liberate
like
these people.
bounties.
But those are all random.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So it's like you can. There's like a semi-roguelike element
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
But at the same time, you can also do things, and they've incorporated a lot of the League of Legends characters too.
Okay.
Which is one thing that I've always been interested in how Riot's going to handle when they expand past games. When they expand the universe past the game of League
The
of
IP,
Legends.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's like
Arcane.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so you have all these characters, and all of them are playable, all of them are of equal importance.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
that
Yeah,
guy's
just
shit.
I had a little thing in my throat there. Sorry. But like, you obviously can't just have, Jinx be a throwaway minion or Jarvan be like an NPC or some shit like that. So
Yeah.
what do you do with them? The idea of having them be bosses, having them be these big like titular characters in the story that
Yeah.
like make a huge difference. I like that a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
And so I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to this game, but I'm definitely going to be judging it on how well it handles the impact and the weight of the characters.
That's
I
fair.
just want Giant Teemo as final boss.
You want Giant Teemo's final boss?
You know, like Easter egg unlockable bosses, like the
You want
cow
Wait,
level.
he has to be Devil
no.
Teemo.
That-
It could be the Devil
That feels
skin.
like he should be like Sephiroth from
Yeah,
Kingdom
yeah,
Hearts.
yeah.
Like no, that he like Giant Teemo should be like that. Yeah, he should be like the turbo hard boss. He shouldn't be the final story boss, but he's like that optional boss that just like gives you nightmares.
Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 1 was actually nuts.
Yeah,
He was
I never
easier-
beat him.
Really?
No, dude, he was so hard.
Bro,
Same.
he was actually I think the Kingdom Hearts 1 was
So cool.
harder than the Kingdom Hearts 2. So fun fact, I don't know if you ever knew this. So Kingdom Hearts 1 came out before Final Fantasy VII Advent Children or any of the modern Final Fantasy VII remake content that gave Sephiroth a voice. Because of this, Kingdom Hearts 1 as a PlayStation 2 game that had a fully voiced cast of characters was the first time that Sephiroth had a voice.
Oh.
In Kingdom Hearts 1, he only ever talks during combat. Like, you know, he first shows up, he literally just like puts his hand in front of his face, he grabs his sword and you fight him. He doesn't have like a cutscene intro or anything.
Yeah.
But in Kingdom Hearts 1, before they decided that they wanted Sephiroth to have a I'm Sephiroth and fuck you, Cloud type of deep voice, they went with a different approach. Do you know who Sephiroth's voice actor was in Kingdom Hearts 1?
Absolutely not.
Lance Bass from NSYNC.
What?
Lance Bass is Sephiroth.
Oh no!
In Kingdom Hearts 1.
I don't even fucking remember what Lance Bass's voice sounded like.
Yeah, it's not a deep voice. It's a very normal voice.
Oh, okay.
But Sephiroth sounds markedly different in Kingdom Hearts 1 than he does from every other game because Kingdom Hearts 1 was the only time he ever had a voice before Square Enix canonically decided that he was a deep voice character.
There it is, Lance Bass.
That's pretty interesting.
Lance
Yeah.
Bass is the original Sephiroth, guys. Ship it.
Mind blowing. Did you guys hear about the Pentagon last week?
The Pentagon.
What?
Did War
Pentagon?
Thunder link more tank designs or some shit?
Like
Did-
the
what?
governmental.
Ian
What
knows what I'm
the
talking
fuck?
about. Yeah, no, that actually is real. There's a game called War Thunder. It's an online MMO about like tanks.
Oh.
You take different historical tanks versus each other, and there have been more than one instances where people have been arrested for federal crimes of leaking the specific statistics and capabilities of real-world tanks by saying, hey, War Thunder devs, look, this tank does this in real life. It should do more damage in the game.
What
And
the
it's like,
fuck?
They will
this
give
is
very
classified
specific
information. It's like, yeah, it can fire a projectile at X like meters per second, but in the game it only fires it at Y. What the fuck is your problem?
My
And then the guy
understanding-
gets arrested.
My understanding was like those tanks were used in Ukraine or something like that. Or like there was.
Oh,
there
this
was
was
So-
way before the Ukrainian
Oh,
conflict.
No.
okay.
So this is what just happened because there was another leak, a bigger leak,
Was it
like
Minecraft related?
like lists. Yeah, so it's lists of like undercover like spies and shit,
Oh.
Ukraine battle plans, like all of this shit. And people were trying to figure out like who investigate the FBI. Let's just say the FBI was like trying to investigate,
CIA
trying to
or
figure
something.
out like yes, where is this leak coming from?
If I remember correctly, FBI is domestic investigation, CIA is.
CIA, cool, whatever you want to call it. It's 3 letters. And basically,
It was domestic.
What's 3 letters?
they traced it all back to a Minecraft Discord server.
yeah.
What?
So essentially what happened was there was some 21-year-old guy who was working IT for some branch in under like the federal government, under I think like systems. Do you remember what the specific was?
Reserves also. He wasn't actually. He was Army Reserve, I believe.
I just remember someone saying IT specifically.
No, he was an IT guy.
Yeah. And so basically, he had access to a bunch of shit that he shouldn't have access to. So one day he's popping off in his Minecraft Discord server being like, yeah, I've got like all this, really cool access to all this information and stuff. And people are like, no, you don't, you cuck. And so he goes, right? Watch.
Instigator alert.
Uploads all of like these important and classified documents to this Discord server, to which of course people in the Discord server are gonna be like, okay, cool, let's share it. And so they all
I
start
would save
sharing it.
instantly. Yeah.
And so that's what happened, just because some guy was called a cuck.
Dude, it's too bad because when you were saying that, I was like imagining he made some like Minecraft map with like the most complicated redstone.
Yeah,
fucking
it's like you have
shit.
to solve
And it's like
the
you have to solve
puzzle.
the puzzle and then a scroll opens up with like.
Dude, that would have been sick.
You know what I mean?
But he's actually just mad he got called a cuck in a Discord server.
Yeah.
You know, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Give the full information. Oh, well, that's insane.
Well,
what
that
the
sounds
fuck?
really not good.
Yes.
No, dude, fucking people are nuts with that shit.
His name, 21-year-old Jack Teixeira, who worked in cybersecurity for the Guard.
Cybersecurity for National Guard.
And FBI officers arrested him. So I was right the first time.
Yeah,
there you
so
go.
Three letters.
FBI.
That was the correct 3-letter.
FBI
yeah.
would investigate domestic stuff. CIA, because the CIA has done the shit where they establish puppet governments and shit in other places. Don't suicide me.
I feel like the only reason Ovilee brought this up was because it was Minecraft related. Like that's the only reason.
I'm happy to report that I'm finally off of Trauma Tok.
Okay.
Oh, thank God, dude.
That's big for you.
Okay, I just gotta speak up for a second. I remember.
You gotta speak.
I gotta speak up because I remember
man.
a few months ago, you'd be like, "Oh, Flowers, check out this cool TikTok," and you would show me this shit of just like, it would be the saddest. It would be like Sarah McLachlan in the background, and a woman is standing there in the rain, and she's just like, "I'm trying to think of a reason to keep going on today." No, dude. All of the shit that you showed me was the most fucking like sad shit I had ever seen.
No. Okay, so first of all, there was never Sarah McLachlan or any of that shit because all of my Trauma Talks, they were funny.
No,
and that's
they
the reason why I
weren't.
send them.
You don't
so let me give you an
understand that.
example.
You thought
we
they
gotta
were
hear
funny because you were depressed. They were not good. All that shit sucked. It was literally just like sad people being sad. I'm like, you guys need to get help. You guys got to find somebody to help you.
What the fuck?
Let me give an example.
I want to hear
know
the
what
Give an
example.
example. So there's like a motivational speaker. You know how there's like stitches in TikToks, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's like someone replying. So the first TikTok, it's like motivational speaker, and she's like, you know what, guys, like. Today's the day. Today's the day that you get everything done that you were putting off. There's no more procrastination because I know you can do it. Do it. Just do it. And then a stitch comes in and be like, oh, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is not for us, mental health TikTok. Don't fucking do it.
Okay.
What?
I see it.
Okay, I would agree.
No,
that's
it's
not-
kinda
still
funny.
not funny. It's still for people who are suffering from some real shit right now, and they probably need
Literally,
some help.
Raz is scrolling right now.
Some
Yeah,
really
I'm checking
funny
what I have.
shit.
I'm just checking what I have.
got some
No,
leaks.
Ovilee, bro, I was
Karen.
worried about you during those times. Like
Football.
every video you showed me, I was like, "This is not funny. This is a cry for help." Like,
What is this?
like, what is going on, bro?
Oh, it's a
This
good
is Booba Star Wars.
Booba Star
Hold on.
Wars?
Stormtroopers.
Okay,
with-
wait.
it's actually a
Let me see what my algorithm is right now.
downloaded the wrong Star Wars. Why are the stormtroopers in crop tops? What is this?
Was this behind the curtain at the red VHS store?
This is for Patreon. Give
Oh,
us
look.
$50 and you can see Raz.
Will Neff. See, Will Neff pops up. on my
Okay,
algorithm.
okay. There it
And
is.
then
And then what?
What was
Then
it?
what? What
the
was
next
it?
one?
Obviously,
What
was some
the
gay
next
anime
one?
porn.
Give that over
I
here.
think it was Bowser, Princess Peach, and Mario getting it on.
What? Have mercy, woman. What in the fuck?
So Greyson,
Yeah.
I hear you've been skiing.
Yeah. I've been snowboarding.
Oh,
I've been
snowboarding.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I
Yeah,
forgot.
very. You should be excused.
I'm so fucking sorry.
No, it's been fun. I've been learning how to snowboard. I actually like tore my hip on like it was crazy. On like I went 2 days in a row, like really long sessions. I didn't have any bad falls or anything, and then just like the next day I couldn't walk. I was like, what's going on?
Oh shit! You got all fucked up.
Yeah, I basically what happened was I just didn't rest enough and
Oh.
I just tore muscle.
So how old are you?
20. Dude, I'm old now, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
So that kind of I had to go to the emergency room, had to get MRI, all this shit. But basically, I was just out of commission for a while. But still loved it. I'm actually going in like 2 days again.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Going to Mammoth. That's been fun. Yeah, I've been just doing like things that are fun because I got nothing else to do. So
Yeah, because you also apparently were going out fishing or something, right?
when I went to Costa Rica, I went deep sea fishing.
What?
This man is living out his best life right now. I don't know if you
That's
guys know
cool,
this.
dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You got out of
Dude.
esports, man. Congratulations.
You literally
saved-
graduated. You're talking about you not like being the only guy that didn't like graduate college, though I fucking dropped out. No, you graduated from League of Legends.
Nah, I
You're
don't know.
fucking.
You figured it out.
I don't know if I have anything figured out. It's just like I've been out for the first time of League of Legends for like 10 years. So I'm just like, I'm going to do things that I couldn't do when I
Do
was
everything else,
playing
right?
this game for 14 hours a day. So
Yeah.
it's been nice. I feel like I'm more like I can cook for myself. You know, I'm like more of an actual human now. It's
Yeah.
wild. It's wild.
Do you have any interest in going back?
I do have some interest. Like I think I actually reached out to LCS Broadcast to see if there's any opportunity to like be on the cast a little bit next split. I feel like that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I'm still
and-
vouching for you, bro. I'm trying to get that shit.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
Yeah.
They have they're doing the guest appearance stuff
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So I did it. I think Cutie did it a couple times. Courage was on it.
Yeah.
But I feel like you should be more than just that, right?
I don't know. It's not up to me, but I would be down to do whatever, pretty much. I don't know. Going back to coaching / playing, I'm still open to it. It's just hard, man. You working 6 days a week and like having to be just so obsessed with
the game.
the game is. I'm just not. I'm not. I like for example watching playoffs. Love doing that.
Yeah.
I was really hyped watching Golden Guardians.
Yeah.
And the finals and the semifinals and all that stuff, but like I don't play I don't play League of Legends really that much anymore.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. I mean, maybe I'll get back into it, but I don't know.
I think the break is definitely needed. I agree. The idea of working with teams again, it's like going back into the gulag.
Yeah.
That is legit what it is.
Gulag.
Because, like, it's nonstop work. Even when you're on free time, you're like, I should just be working anyways, either playing the game or watching the game. And then when you're doing all of that, obviously there's the roller coaster of every scrim day being whatever the fuck it's going to be. You never know what you're signing yourself up for, if it's going to be a good day or a bad day. And then some days are just 15-minute destructions every game. Like, I don't know how long the reviews can be, pretty long depending on if people are fed up. You know, emotions can kind of run wild depending on the team that you're on. I don't know what teams you've been on.
A lot of them.
Yeah, bro. He's
Yeah,
got
at
a
least
pretty
half
storied
of them.
history.
Yes. So, like, just in general, it really depends on the team you're on, and also depends on the day of, like, if someone didn't get their coffee in the morning, they're suddenly going to get fucked up, apparently, throughout the day, right? And so, working as a coach, I obviously don't know shit about being a player, but working as a coach is like, okay, every day you're putting in hours, and you can come out of it feeling like shit, or
Yeah.
feeling pretty good about it. You never know.
I mean, you're basically like a babysitter
Yeah.
when you're a coach. I coached for the last 2 years, and it's just like, obviously I'm teaching these guys the games, but also I'm also just teaching these guys how to like
Live.
brush their teeth, you know, shit like that. Like go outside,
Right.
get some sun. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Like, you're talking about a bunch of guys, and I think this is one of the things that a lot of people overlook when they're talking about, like, you know, you look back at the old school Bay Life TSM days. Dyrus burning the shit in the microwave. Odd One literally getting scurvy. And these are the most prominent examples of, like, look, dude, these guys were nerdy dudes who loved playing video games. And 20 years ago, that's something that would have just been like, oh, yeah, he's a nerd. He likes playing video games. But now, if you're good enough at it, it gives you the opportunity to be, like, a really big star in this industry that is still fledgling, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And so for a lot of these guys, they have no fucking social experience. The amount of times that I have been at parties and guys have just been like taking shots or whatever, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, how you doing?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing pretty good, but I don't know if I'm fucked up or not." I'm like, "I can tell you right now, you're pretty fucked up. It's okay. Let's get some water, right?"
Yeah.
Like, a lot of guys just, they never really got to have sort of the social experience that a lot of people have in high school or college of going out and hanging out with people and doing this stuff. And all of a sudden they're thrust into it. And it instantly creates like a very chaotic environment where all of a sudden you're experiencing something you would normally experience over the course of multiple years in a month.
Yeah.
And it's fucking nuts. And I've always looked at it like, that's what support staff should be for. Like, that's what these guys need to understand. You know, like, that's what you need friends. That's what you need mentors. That's what you need, like, guys to talk to you about. Just like, hey, man, yeah, I know if you're going to go to the party, like, people might be getting fucked up. Just like, you know, take it slow. Have a good time. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of fucked up shit in it.
Yeah. 100%.
I was going to say one of the funnier things that I remembered when I was kind of like watching LCS, I was in that middle part where I was like maybe just thinking about trying to do it professionally, but also still mainly just a fan.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I thought was fucking hilarious was you and the Swole Bros. So it was like
Yes.
you,
Sven Skaren.
Galen, and well, no, it was mainly you, Matt, and Galen, I thought.
Oh, so that was like I feel like we were kind of swole bros, but I feel like it kind of
Svenskeren was also kind of like there too, but
at first it was like me and I would say I feel like I know what you're talking about. It was like me, Galen, like Moon, and Acadian, and we were just like, I don't know, we would post like we'd be working out or going to the pool or something, and just post photos like that. Then I think swole bros kind of took a different like meaning when I joined C9. It was like me and Svenskeren. Then that was
Hydro
like
homies and all this shit.
Yeah.
But that was hilarious to me because just as we kind of were going over, like I always thought of pro gamers to be scrawny Asians. So now when you see Chad Whiteman coming up here playing League of Legends, I'm like, hold up.
They're taking our jobs.
That's actually really funny because retroactively thinking back on my career, I actually think being like a buff white dude actually hurt my chances.
What?
Like unironically, no, because I actually feel like just the way I look, I almost look like I was the bully in high school. You know what I mean,
Dude?
God.
I'm just saying in like team dynamics.
I remember last year because I skipped MSI last year, and that's when I grew the beard out, and I came back in summer with the beard, right?
Yeah.
And I watched the VOD back of the first time that I casted with the beard. You know what the first comment that I read was?
What?
Captain Flowers bullied me in high school. I didn't bully people in high school. He's just saying that the guy, he's like, you look like the guy who bullied me in high school.
Yeah.
And the other guy's like, Captain Flowers looks like he takes moms to Applebee's after LCS.
Hey, yo. That's actually really funny.
Like these fucking guys, dude.
That's funny.
Fucking throw in Doctor Strange and you got yourself another one.
Dude, yeah, the Doctor Strange. And then the one guy,
this
was a tweet from a guy who literally had 200 followers. Like, just a random guy.
Right.
Like, he's not a person in the scene or whatever. And he screenshotted me during one of my streams where I was talking when I had the beard. And he was like, this is the universe where Doctor Strange found League of Legends and weed instead of sorcery. And it got like 6,000 favorites and all this shit.
What the fuck?
That's a banger.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I was like, bro, come on.
League of Legends and weed. That's great.
That's really good, actually.
That's a good one.
Fucking guy.
Can't even be mad about that.
No, I actually wasn't. I was like, you know what? Fair play. All right, fair play.
That's
like
a
that
good
was
one.
that was pretty good.
Damn. Dude, Twitter is fucking dead.
Dude,
yeah, dude.
Fucking Elon took away my
Elon,
two-factor. What is he
Yeah,
doing?
that is the funniest thing.
I'm like,
actually.
bro, come on. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get ganked.
No, I just like, whenever you open up these apps, you always get notifications of like, please enable two-factor, enable two-factor. I've never received notification, please disable two-factor.
Yeah, I'm like, bro,
we need you to
what?
be less secure.
Wait, did you see that he tweeted? He was like, hey, guys, I know that I said April is when you can't have your check mark, the old one, anymore. But now it's April 20th because haha meme number.
Oh, no,
like
really?
He said that April 20th he's disabling all the verified check marks.
Whatever. Anyways.
I will say, so the one that hit me for Twitter, obviously because they had a lot of layoffs and people that were actually technicians and knew how to run the fucking website. So it was, I don't know if it's resolved right now, but it was definitely a problem for the last 2 weeks, which is if you have a private account, but more importantly, if you have circles, people can see it.
Yep.
So that was actually a broken
Circle
function.
tweets got tweeted to everybody.
So like if you
even retroactively?
Yeah. So like
I
old
think so.
ones. So, if I had a circle in January and I tweeted like, man, I'm mad at this guy, and obviously that guy's not in there.
Yeah.
If that guy scrolled back to January,
You could see it.
he could see it.
That's wild.
So that one
Some
was the worst
OnlyFans
part.
girls who recognize that pretty quickly.
Yeah. So like that one was unfortunate. So like there's wow, I can't speak. There are moments like that, or there was a time in which I was watching an NBA game, probably like 2 days ago, and I just wanted to make a.
There was a
dumbass
time.
tweet.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, a land before time. Fuck me. And I just tried to make a tweet, but it just wasn't fucking sending on web client. I was like, what the hell happened? And I checked my mobile client works. Check to see if people are saying if anything's happening. They're like, what the fuck's going on? I can't tweet. So the website's just a wild one. I am not paying $90 a month. $90 a year annually.
Yeah, I'm not
for a
giving that
check
guy
mark.
any money.
Yeah, that's not.
No,
happening.
fuck that shit.
I will say, did you see that they had? I think Elon was like fighting with the people who own the building or something in San Francisco. Where, he basically the sign Twitter. He took the W and like just painted it white. Just got so you couldn't see it. So it just says Titter. It's like the Titter building.
He did that?
He did that.
No,
In
dude.
addition to that, I don't know if they renamed or technically dissolved Twitter Incorporated, and it's now just known as, I think, like X Company.
Really?
X.
Oh, under his
something.
branch, another company. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
he's trolling.
So-
He's absolutely trolling.
I think I don't know. I don't know how this business stuff works. Ian usually answers all of my questions as to how business stuff works. Is this something that can he pull a G4 and just say oopsies and write this entire thing off for his taxes?
For $44 billion? He's not that rich.
True.
He's not that smart either. He's
tried
not
to pull out of
smart.
the
He's
deal and
not
apparently
rich.
couldn't
He's
So
I'm just like, bro, why did you take away my two-factor authentication? Of all the shit to get rid of.
like there's always this. So apparently you can get more secure by using the authenticator.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I don't
applications.
want to download another app, man.
But the problem is pushing people off of the last two-factor is you're obviously gonna have people who are just not gonna change. So.
everyone's just
Why
leaving
would,
Twitter.
as a businessman,
Yeah.
like, look, if I own some shit,
Yeah.
why would I push my users to need some other shit that I don't own to get a feature? Why would I not provide that myself? Just be like, hey, make sure that you're dependent on me. Like,
Another incentive.
bro is actually just like sucking shit out of a hose. He's fucking ridiculous.
Either
I
way,
like that.
Grayson, where can we find all of the fun stuff that you do next?
7 G's. 7 G's.
Honestly, you can't really find it that much. I don't post that much anymore. But if you were to follow me, I post some on my Instagram, which is just my name, Greyson Gilmer.
There it is.
And my Twitter is GoldenGlue. Yeah.
Gilmer is your last name.
Yes.
Not Gilmore.
Not Gilmore.
Gilmer.
That's what fucked me up. They were saying
I
Gilmore.
said Gilmer.
You were saying Gilmore.
Get the videotape.
Everyone scroll back to the beginning.
She's
Because
coping,
I've
guys. Don't
always
even
been
try.
saying
Gregory
Grayson.
Gilmer of the Golden Guardians. I
You
said
were
it.
saying Gilmore.
I know what he said, but I just want to see this.
Yeah, I do
You-
too. Yeah, I do too.
Don't follow him. Don't follow him on
I
anything.
do too.
He
You
did
guys-
say Gilmore.
Thank
He
you
did say
so
Gilmore.
much.
Why'd you have to say that?
Thank
It's
you.
just like,
Thank you. Bye.
I'm getting thrown under the bus, man. All right. Bye. I'm Speed Bump.